Hello students, in our today's lecture of the branch account, we are starting with the second method, stock and debtor system. In this method, the branch account are not open in the head office where the transaction are the number is. So head office will not prepare a one branch account, but in the absence of the branch account, they are prepare a following main accounts in the stock debtor system. First is the branch stock account as we are prepared in the system number 1. Then second, branch debtors account, branch petty cash account, branch expense account and branch P&L account. Here the trading account is also not prepared just because stock account and trading account are kind of similar. So we have not prepared the branch stock trading account. And the last, branch adjustment account, only and only when the accounts are kept at a invoice price. अगर invoice price पे transaction हो रहे हैं तो ही branch adjustment account बनेगा. तो under the stock and debtor system, the branch account will not open. In the rest of the branch account, they are preparing total 5 accounts in the respect of the substitute of the branch account, and when the transaction are made on the invoice price, then the new 6th account will be open, that is a branch adjustment account, right? So let's start the calculation, how we will make the calculation in the stock debtor system. The Gitanjali store opened a branch in Pune on 1st April 2009. The goods are supplied to the branch at a cost. Branch sells the good for cash as well as credit. From the following particular, you are required to prepare a branch debtors account, branch stock account, branch petty cash account, branch expense account and branch P&L account. In the account statement, the branch account we have to not prepare. So out of that you can identify that this is the debtor stock system, and in this branch expense account will be there, so you can identify this is the sum of the second method, that is a debtor stock system. In this we have to prepare debtor stock account, petty cash, branch expense account and branch P&L account. Petty cash opening and closing, debtors opening and closing, then petty cash received, discount allowed, goods returned, bad debts, stock opening and closing, goods sent to the branch, goods returned to the head office, cash sales, cash received, expense, salary, rent and rates and miscellaneous expense. These are the information is given. So in the second method we are going to solve the illustration number 11. This is the most important method and the majority chances that they are asked for this method, that is a stock debtors system. Branch debtors account, stock account, goods sent to the branch account, petty cash account, branch expense and branch P&L. Let's start the calculation. Point number 1, petty cash opening and closing. So write down the petty cash opening to balance brought down of rupees 150 by balance carry forward 100 rupees. Then debtors opening to balance brought down 26,200 and by balance carry forward 33,100. Then stock opening and closing to balance brought down 15,000 by balance carry forward 13,900. Then goods sent to the branch 50,800. Goods sent to the branch 15,800. So So, under the stock and debtor system, whenever goods are sent to the branch, the journal entry will be branch stock account debit to goods sent to the branch account credit. So, branch stock account debit of rupees 50,800 to the goods sent to branch, debit to 50,800 goods sent to the branch by stock account, branch stock account, right? Then next entry, goods written to the head office 700. So the goods written from the head office, the entry will be reversed, that is goods sent to the branch account debit to branch stock account credit. So it will come over here 700 rupees here and here. Here we will write branch stock account, and here we will write goods sent to branch in a bracket written in a bracket written, right? Next entry, cash sales 33,500. When the cash sales are made, the general entry for this is cash account debit to branch stock account credit. So here we will write in the branch stock account credit cash sales of rupees 33,500, right? Next entry, petty cash received from the head office 250. So we have receiving 250 as a petty cash from the branch. So here we will write cash account from head office we have received 250. Then discount allowed to the debtors, whatever discount allowed to the debtors we will write. Here the entry, carefully listen, entry is branch expense account debit, branch expense account debit to branch debtors account, branch expense account debit. So in the branch expense account we will write discount to debtors amount of rupees 2720, and debtors account credit 2720 by discount account, expense account in a bracket discount. Then bad debts, again same entry will be there, branch expense account debit to branch debtors account credit. So here we will write 600 by expense account in a bracket bad debts, and here we will write bad debts debtors account rupees 600, right? Then move further, cash received from the debtors, we are receiving the cash from the debtors 49,200 by cash account, Then expense paid by the head office, various expense paid by the head office including salary 6,000, rent and taxes 1,800, and miscellaneous expense 1,300. It's clearly written that that is the expense. So we will debit in the expense, branch expense account. Cash account, salary of rupees 6,000, rent 1,800, and miscellaneous expense is 1,300. Now we are going to close all the accounts and carefully remember which entry goes in the which account. Let's first close the debtors account. The total of the debtors account is 2720 plus 600 plus 49,200 plus 33,100. Really sorry, one entry I have missed out, that is goods written by the debtors, that is 580. Whenever the goods written by the debtors, the entry will be branch stock account debit. Branch stock account debit to branch debtors account. So branch stock account debit 580 to branch debtors account, and here we will write 580 by branch stock account. Now total of the branch account is 86,200 minus 26,200. 60,000 will be there. What is this? This is the credit sale. What is this? This is the credit sale that is transferred to the branch stock account. The credit sale transfer to the stock account. So here we will write to branch stock account. 60,000 over here. Debtors account, credit sales. Right? Now close the stock account. 700, 33,500 plus 60,000 plus 13,900. That is 1,08,100 minus 15,000 minus 41,720. 41,720. What is this? This is the gross profit. What is this? This is the gross profit transfer to branch P&L account. That is transfer to branch P&L account. We have to transfer this in the branch P&L account. 41,720 from the branch stock account in a bracket gross profit. Then we will close goods sent to the branch account. It will come 50,100. We will transfer to the trading account, but we are not preparing it, so make as it is 50,100. Then petty cash, actual petty expense we have to find out. That's 150 plus 250. It will come 400 minus 100. It will come 300. That is actual petty expense. So we will transfer to the branch expense account. So 300 over here, petty expense. Right? Now close the branch expense account. 2720 plus 600 plus 300 plus 6,000 plus 1,800 plus 1,300. Amount is 12,720. That is 12,720 transferred to by branch P&L account. The total expense transferred to the branch P&L account, that is 12,720 to branch expense account. And out of the gross profit we will deduct all the expenses, then we will find the net profit. So 41,720 minus 12,720, it will come 29,000. That is general profit $41,720. So what would be the profit? Profit is 29,000. This is how we prepare all the accounts in under the stock and debtors system, right? In which we have to prepare debtors account, stock account, goods sent to the branch, petty cash, expense account and P&L account. And carefully remember this, the credit cell in the branch debtors account, credit cell will transfer to the stock account. Stock accounts we will find the gross profit transfer to the P&L account. Then goods sent to the branch we will transfer in the trading account. Petty case, actual petty case expense transfer to the branch expense account, and the total expense account will be transferred to the P&L account. And ultimately we are going to find the ultimate profit from the branch, that is 29,000. This is the stock or debtors system.